Boom! What's up, everybody? My name is Ken Scogwell, and today I have a doozy for you. So if you haven't used templates before or made your own, this is gonna speed up your workflow, I guarantee it, especially if you do a lot of repetitive work. So if you make thumbnails, social media posts, that sort of stuff, and you use a certain type of style every time, and you wanna create a continuity between all your content, it is really cool. It's super easy, and we'll get straight to it. So we're making a template. I'm going to show you how you embed a photo, which is basically storing one photo inside another photo file, and how you very quick and easily change them out. So you can use your own with plays, or you can drag them straight from your photo stock like Unsplash and Pexels and all those. Well, enough intro, just let's get to it. If you like this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave some comments down below. See you inside. Cool, so here you can see I'm just opening up Affinity Photo, and I'm going to show you how you can speed up your workflow a whole lot with templates. So you get this dialog box up, hit new document, and you're going to see these templates here, and if you haven't used them, this is going to be empty. So what I'm going to teach you how to do is how you can make one of these, for example, and we're going to replace this image really easily and keep that exact dimensions. So you just open up the folder. I want to replace this file. So if I go in here to stock photos and just hit landscape, I spelled it wrong. We can take this one here, just drag it in, click, and as soon as the computer works here, we're good. So this photo is from Arnold Dogelis. I hope I didn't slaughter that too much. We're going to go back to layers here. We're going to make sure we have it marked. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Hit V for the move tool on the keyboard. Now I'm just going to resize it a little bit. This was a bad example because it's a portrait instead of a landscape, but you can see it goes over both photos now. But all you need to do is click and then drag it down on top of the one I have marked replace, and you can see you can adjust it here whichever way you like, and there you go. It keeps that exact format and size, so it will speed up your workflow if you do repetitive tasks a lot. So how did I make this? I'm going to show you that right now. But we're going to make it in portrait format instead of landscape here. And this is like a Polaroid template I made. So what you do, you go up to File, you go New. You're going to go in here, Presets. So you can go on the side. You can choose the size of the document you want to make. I'm going to make another square one, so I'll choose 8x8, which is 3200 pixels by 3200 pixels. Make sure you put your DPI as high as you get it. And then RGB and Pro Photo RGB I recommend. You always use the highest color space until you're ready to export it, and keep it consistent between your work. So hit create. I'm going to just delete this so the computer won't freak out. You can see we have a transparent background here. First thing we're going to do, just go here to the rectangle tool. We're going to take a rectangle over this background. Now we're going to call it 8x8 portrait Polaroid background. Cool. And since this is white, I'm going to show you in a second, we're going to change the color of this. Just it makes it easier to see. So you just click up here. I'm going to make it a little bit gray. I'm going to remove the stroke here. Make it invisible. Hit V again. And then we're going to lock this background. The reason I made this gray is just so you can see what we are doing. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Command or Control minus. To zoom in, Command Control plus. So now we need to make another rectangle or two. So we want to use this for white because this is the same principle as layer masks. So I'm going to start up here in the corner. Just make sure it looks almost good. And then that's roughly halfway. Cool. I'm going to hit V for the move tool again, and then Command or Control J to duplicate. Click, hold down Shift, and just move it over to the side. And we should have roughly equal space on each side with a space in between. They're a little bit too big, so I'm going to resize this one here, just to make us a little more space. Same thing. You have a little bit more space in between both now. Roughly the same size of the gaps on either side of the template. Cool. So now we're gonna make a group here. We're gonna just click this one, Command or Control G to group it. We're gonna call it image left hand side, and then we're gonna do the same for this, Command or Control G, group it. Call it image right hand side. We're gonna open this one, and where it says rectangle, we're gonna rename this to where image is shown. I'm gonna use all caps for that. And we're gonna do the same here. Where image is shown. Cool. And then I'm gonna collapse this one, and we have this one here. So now you can, if you wanted to add a bit of text down bottom here, since that's what people used to do with Polaroids. So you just go here and make a list. This is a text. Cool. We're just gonna leave it there. If you wanted to center this text, we're gonna just make sure we drag it on top. Have that mark, Command or Control click the bottom layer, go up here to the adjustments, and make sure we get it centered. So that's good. I'm gonna take this up just a little bit here. So just click this text and drag up. Now to the good stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do it with images from unsplashed stock photos and one from your own library. So on the right hand side here, we're going to put in from your own computer, your own library. So what you want to do, you want to go up here to File, down to Place. Going to get this dialog box up, maneuver into where you have your image, and hit Open. It's going to take a little bit, depending on how fast your computer is and how much stuff you have going on in the background. You can see we have this arrow pointing down with a blue circle around it, so just click, and we can see we have the photo inserted here. This is embedding a photo, but now you can see it's going wherever it is it wants to go. It can go wherever, and that's not what we want. So we need to take this and just add it in underneath that where this image is showing, and now we can adjust it exactly where we want it inside, or we can zoom in here or zoom out. I want that whole guitar showing for the most part. Stretch it out just a little bit, like so. And then if you're making a template, which we are, you can just have a replace. That way you always know where to put an image above. We can close this one. And now I'm gonna just lock this text layer. Now we're gonna go on the left hand side, so we're gonna open it up. We're gonna go into stock photos, which is now here. And we're gonna see if we can find a portrait. So we're gonna now use this one has purple in it too. You just click and drag. This photo is from Ioni House. I hope I didn't butcher that too much. And then we're gonna rescale it, put it over there. We're gonna go back to our layers panel, and we're gonna make sure we put it in here. So we're just gonna drag it down below, and now you can see we have it here, and we can adjust it wherever we want it to. And that's how you set up the template, but we're gonna make sure we type in here, replace. That way you always have a mental note here. And we're gonna change the color back here, because we use those white squares. It's like a black layer mask, this whole image now, which is only where those white squares are is where the image is gonna be showing. So we can change the color here back to make it a little less gray. Or we can do whichever color you want to. Since the image has a purple tone to them, you can go here and then just drag it down, tint the paper just a little bit. So now the portion of how you actually make it into a template. Now you go up to File, Export as Template, you click it. Then you have to maneuver to where you have your templates or where you want to put them. So I have them in a separate hard drive in a folder called Assets and then AP Templates. And then I'm gonna call it 8x8 Polaroid portrait template, and then just hit save. And that's good. So now I'm gonna close out of Affinity Photo here, and we're gonna reopen it so you can see that you actually got a template. I'm gonna go completely out here so you can see we're no longer inside Affinity Photo. So click Affinity Photo, new document, over here to templates. You might have to go and add that folder in if it doesn't show up automatically. And now you can see I have 8x8 Polaroid portrait template here. So if you double click it, it shows up. And now to change images, you just open it up and you know replace. I'm gonna go pick another one here. And we can take this dude, for example. See, he's going all over the place. So go back to the layer. He's by Cesar Recon. And now all you gotta do is drag it on top here, and you got the possibility to scale him, move him inside here, and there you go. This will speed up your workflow immensely. If you like this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button. I apologize for it being a little bit of a longer ones, but sometimes things just takes time. Until next time, I'll see you. Hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up and post a comment down below.